Dude, it was. I remember senior year of high school writing it down for Mark of why PlayStation was better than Xbox.
Yeah, you gotta put that shit in writing.
He
Wait,
wouldn't admit it.
like 100 theses or whatever? Fucking Martin
Yeah, dude, I
Luther?
wrote it out.
Posted it on his door?
in physics class.
Yeah, look at this controller. I posted in
The
chat.
Duke. All right, welcome to episode 6 of the One Great Take interactive gaming podcast. Today we are going to be talking mainly about the console wars. We feel a situation brewing. The war, everyone's it's an arms race. Everyone's building up their stockpile, and I feel like it's about to break out very soon. So that's the main topic today. But you know what? Actually, let's start it off with Dan. I want to hear you talk about Among Us.
Dude, Among Us, it's the new wave, man. First was Fall
You're
Guys.
you're on every wave, though.
I'm on every wave. So Among Us is showing us once again, sometimes simple is better. We had Fall Guys come out in a time of heated, hyper competitive battle royales, and they said, dude, remember Mario Party? Here's all the good parts mixed with the battle royale. Now we have Among Us. And it says, what can bring together 10 people, regardless of gaming background, and get them to fucking hate each other? And that's what they did. I don't know if you guys in chat have been playing Among Us. I know Bill has. I know Jessie Cake has because she's been playing with me and Mark. But it's basically, it's a kind of like a whodunit. I don't know if you ever played Mafia or if you played Donner Dinner Party, which is like a card game, but you're running a ship. There's 10 crewmates. 2 people are imposters. You don't know who. The imposters could sabotage shit and kill people, and then the crew can do tasks to advance the completion bar to get the I don't know if it's like get the ship to win, whatever, get it off the ground. I don't know. And it's an amazing time. Even when you're getting killed, it's just so fun. There's a clip of Sasha getting me when I trusted her more than anybody I've ever trusted on the planet, and I went ballistic. Mark.
Yeah, Sasha's my fiance. Just nobody knows that. But
Can you give me like a deeper gameplay rundown really quick?
Yeah, Mark.
I only know, like, I only know
Choobs.
bits and
It's
pieces.
literally this is yet another example of a developer taking the best mechanic for one game and making it a full-blown game.
Like I know there's a voting feature.
It's
Right?
the imposter mechanic from Donner Dinner Party or Dead of Winter just made into its own game.
Well, what do you do in between the voting?
You're silent, so you can only talk during the meetings. But Mark, run us through like just the actual
it's
mechanics.
super quick. So you can play from like anywhere from, I don't know if you need 6, but like 6 to 10, anywhere from 1 to 2 imposters. So everyone that's a crewmate is designed like a certain amount of like tasks that they need to do. So whether it's like fixing electrical wires or there's all a certain amount of tasks all over the map. And if all the crew members complete all their tasks, then the crew wins. But if the imposters kill enough people.
Oh, okay, yeah. This is more like a Battlestar Galactica board game. So yeah, okay. I know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just been super fun and super casual. Even like Dan said, I could play with my fiance, and like she's better than me, pretty much. It's been a super casual game.
I wasn't gonna say it,
really
but
enjoying it. No, I had a good play last night.
you did. I had one of the best. So Bender, who he may be working, I don't know, he may be in chat. Bender Easy Bake is very sneaky as an imposter, but last night, right away, Bender and I find out we're imposters together, so you know who the other imposter is, and I don't know, like we had a chill first round, we were taking it slow, and he just says, so the whole thing is you're muted unless you're in a meeting, and then everyone unmutes. He was streaming and forgot to mute his mic, and he just says, so right now, game's kind of getting underway, and we've been taking it slow, so we really have to start killing people. And then everyone just goes, yo, what the fuck? And he goes, oh, shit. So then I have to act
yeah.
utterly surprised, and I'm cracking up, and we all vote him out immediately. So it's just me and 8 crewmates, and I fucking took these pieces of shit out one by one and got the dub at the end. It was.
So I'm assuming after you kill someone, they can't talk in the
They
meeting?
can't talk at all. No, once you're dead, you can't speak.
Yeah, once you're dead, you're dead.
So, and then if someone doesn't find the body that round, so if someone finds a different body, the other bodies killed go away. So they don't even have a clue of like where was that person when they died, so who was near them.
So yesterday, like it came down to there's 4 people left, and I was the only imposter left, and it was me, my fiance, and then Trini and someone else. I don't know who's the 4th person, but I killed the 4th person. And then Trini came running over, and as an imposter, anybody can report the body. Like there's a little cooldown after you kill somebody, so you can't just kill and report. So like I killed, and then like went back to the body, and like Trini saw me kind of near the body, and so he like reported it right away, and he's like, it was Mark, he's by the body. And at that point it was just me, my fiance, and Trini, and I like freaked out. I was like, no, don't even start, like you're trying to frame this on me. And Sasha's like, oh, it's definitely Trini.
Dude, it was the
like
quickest turn ever. Sasha was like, Mark, yeah, it's gotta be Mark, and he just goes, no, it was Trini. I saw him do it. And she just goes, voting Trini, and you see her vote go down. And I was like, what is this spousal support right here? Like, I've never seen a bond like this.
So
Yeah.
after you die, you can't talk, but can you like just observe, like stay in the lobby?
Oh, no, so you actually become a ghost, and you have to continue doing your tasks as a ghost, or the crew can't finish their tasks.
Yeah. And there's like a ghost chat for all the
But you could
ghosts
go through walls and stuff, so like you could do them quicker as a ghost.
And if you die as an imposter, you can also like sabotage things, like you close doors, or you can like malfunction certain areas, so they have to go fix it. So even if you die, you're technically not like done with the game.
Right. So there's like there's pretty big cooldowns for sabotages, but like the sabotages are really good because 2 on each map, or maybe I think it's 2 on each map, bring the crewmates to 2 locations. So it's like the main map, it's like you have an oxygen depletion, and you can like set that off, and then they have to go to these 2 things in 2 separate rooms to solve it. And then same thing with a reactor meltdown. It's the same room, but it's like the opposite sides of the room. So like it's like easy to split the team. And so if you're an imposter and you get them low enough, they pretty much know, like mathematically they're kind of fucked, because if they get that sabotage off, like you have to split to go to these 2 locations, so someone's probably gonna die.
But yeah,
So all the big variety streamers are jumping on this, I see.
Not
And
not
I'm
even variety. Everyone.
And it's obviously a very good game to stream, right? The chat must be going nuts the whole
Dude,
time. Like, no, it's so and so.
It's unbelievable. So they've been having, I mean, you're seeing people that would never ever stream together getting into these groups. Like last night, Courage has been running some big ones. So it's like him, Ninja, Lupo. They bring in like XQC sometimes, Jordan Fisher. So last night they had Myth, who was the first time I've seen playing it with them. But they brought in people like Lulu, Energy's Lulu, who would just never be streaming with these, Warzone players. And it just brings in like, they're all just gonna grow together now, because it's like people that have been watching like Tim or Lupo, now they're seeing like these other streamers that are really big, just in a different genre. So it's kind of perfect for Twitch growth. Trainwrecks and them. Trainwrecks is kind of, he was calling out, like he let smaller streamers join with him, and like he immediately had his mods checking his chat to see if they were in there, and then no matter what, he would just accuse them of like stream sniping and like just blow them up and try to like ruin their career on Twitch. And I was like, that's so toxic. Like and he made a video about it, like, you got these smaller streamers that were probably averaging 2 to 20 viewers, and then Among Us gets them bigger. They get in this game with guys like me, and then he's like, you're playing with 8 other people that have probably 60,000 total viewers. So yeah, they're going to cheat to try to make a name for themselves. And it's like, dude, I don't think anyone's cheating at Among Us. I think they're just having fun. But,
People always cheat.
Well, couldn't somebody go from one chat to the other and be like, "Oh, so and so is the imposter. I saw
No,
it."
you could. So that's what. So when you're alive, you like it's like the unwritten rules of baseball, right? Like you're supposed to have your chat down. You can't look at chat. You can't look at anyone else's stream. And then you just got to assume no one's gonna cheat. So I mean,
It's like it's good and bad for interaction because they can't really interact with their chat during the game at all. So
well, when you die, so like you gotta
when
figure
except when you
like
die.
yeah, half the games if you're a crewmate, you're gonna die pretty early. It's once a couple of people are dead, then it gets a little harder to get your kills as an imposter. Yeah, it's an honor system. Bill's got it. It's honor system.
But honestly, last week we had that like heart to heart about God of War and all that, and I
And
thought
then
you were
Among Us
actually
came
gonna.
out.
I thought you were gonna get back on it, but you got sucked into another new wave multiplayer game.
No, but
just
you know
can't
what's
escape it.
you know what's really good though? I'm getting my social fix. So now like I have no like inkling to get on Warzone right now. So or like games like that. So I actually started Into the Breach, which is a strategy game. It was free on Epic Games last week, and it's a game that I actually was gonna buy for Switch a while back, and I bought a different strategy game which I played for a little but didn't love. But it's like a mech based, like I forget what they call those. Is it like Q-Zone or something where it has like that tiles on the screen like is
Shoot, it's like Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a strategy game.
yeah, it's just a strategy game. But like every time it's like you have to kind of learn as you go. You're expected to lose a lot, and when you lose, you basically the whole thing of the game is like you're from the future and you're going into the past to try to stop these like this alien race from beating humanity. So when you lose, it's just like, oh, like this timeline's chalked. Like the characters will say, like, you know, this timeline's done. We got to go back, and they just bounce out, and they're like, let's just restart from the beginning. So it's pretty cool because it's like built into the story losing. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna get back on God of War. And start doing it like one night a week.
Jordan, you had that bet with Dan, right? If you beat Ghost of Tsushima in
he put me
August,
out. It's like it made it a chore, and now I don't want to do it at all. He
You never
literally
touched it,
ditched
right?
me
You never
down
touched it?
immediately.
did he ever
It's never
touch
happening.
Did
All
he
right. So
ever boot
speaking
it up?
What's going
of
on, Jared?
strategy games, let's get Jubes in here a little bit. Jubes, what have you been playing?
I'm still playing Patapon. I hope I'm playing Patapon until I fucking die.
Are you saying you
It's
want
the
your
best-
life to end soon, or you want Patapon to last a long time?
I said at Kenny's last night that
Either
I
or.
might put up every dime in my life savings to try to get Patapon 4 funded. And Greg Miller will probably help me out.
What about Patapon 3 Remastered?
Patapon 3 Remastered, I'm thinking big here. I need Patapon 4. I need to know that I'm good for another couple years.
Have you started number 2 yet?
I left my one.
No, I got to platinum the first one. And
You're not even on number 2. You're thinking about number 4.
Because every day I know it's one. Just it's so finite and it's terrifying.
All right, and you've been playing Tactics Ogre.
Yeah, Tactics Ogre is not that great. It's not Final Fantasy Tactics. There's
Dude,
a lot
it
to
was
talk
like
about in
it
that
was
game.
like the precursor, like that no one knows about.
Yeah, it's the precursor, but there's a lot of there was like a lot. The battle design is pretty weak. A lot of kill X person missions that you just kind of snipe them with archers. There's a lot of weird balancing issues. Same thing with Final Fantasy Tactics, but I think it's a little more severe in this game. And if you played
Okay.
Final Fantasy Tactics, the story there is just like the same thing but a little better. So, I mean, I'll
And-
finish it, but
Okay, and you're on Sly Cooper.
I'm on
Dude.
Sly 2.
Wait, what?
Sly Cooper is I'm on because I'm doing the PS Now review thing.
Dude, you're living your best life, honestly.
Yeah, I game all day. It's amazing.
Wait,
Which Sly
Tactics Ogre was on PS Now?
No, Tactics Ogre is on PS TV, but the Sly collection is on PS Now.
PS,
You doing
what's
the
it?
whole
Wait,
trilogy?
yeah, I'm confused. PSTV, where's the difference?
PS TV is like a little
we don't
Vita
know.
console.
We don't know where Jimmy is. He went off the
Okay.
grid.
And then you beat Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island.
Yeah, I had to be a little Yoshi's Island because
Good.
Spader's Switch is at Kenny's, so Just hop on that, bang
Is,
out a couple
is
oldies.
Baby Mario as annoying as nostalgia would tell me?
Nah, because you think
Yeah,
I ever get
everyone
hit?
hates Yoshi's Island.
No, that's not
No,
true.
that's a fallacy.
No,
What?
dude, it's
Yoshi's
known
Island
as
is so much better.
dude, it's known as like Halloween 3. Like you don't just switch up the whole thing on everyone.
No, you can
they
hate
made-
it
they
for
went on to
that,
make-
but on its own, in its own right, it's a good game.
All right, so you're on PlayStation Now, you're on PlayStation TV, you're on Switch Retro Console.
Basically,
You're all over
anything
the
that could get
place.
him old games, just inject it right into his blood.
But he still won't do Lion King.
Because he's a
Yeah, why don't
pussy.
you
Like,
Lion
what do you
King?
want?
Ugh.
Like, we didn't. No, playing old games doesn't mean you got a sack with some fucking
Lion
meaty balls in
King
it.
death counter on stream. I want to know how high the number can get.
I played a dance like 4 or 3 years ago.
And he didn't die that much. I'm not gonna lie. He was doing all right.
Yeah, I mean, I think. Well, I don't want to talk shit because then I have to play it.
No, you gotta play it, dude. He's getting a big head. His ego's
Yeah.
showing.
I have nothing to play it on.
Well, he actually got to Adult Sim, but I've never seen anyone do that before.
No,
so
I got to Adult Simba.
never did.
I never beat the
Um,
game though.
I do want to say that we passed the controller. I think I mentioned this, but we passed the controller around. Everybody else has played Super Mario Bros. 3, and I'm telling you, people like John, my brother, and Hunter, our friend, they were literally dying to the first Goomba.
But that blows my
Like
mind.
World
'cause
1-1, the first little Goomba walking. Well, because I mean, these games don't control very well. Like the way he jumps and slides around is a little.
Yeah, but, like,
it was
after,
hard
like,
for
a
him to gauge
minute-
it. So
You got a little
they would
skate-
like land a little short, and then he would slide into the Goomba, and I was pulling my hair out.
Dude, Super Mario's 3 it was one of my favorite games growing up. I had it for Mario All Stars
Yeah,
on
Super Mario
Super
Bros. 3 is great.
Nintendo.
Nah.
Loved it. I actually liked low key. I liked Mario 2 as well. It was
No,
very
Mario
different
2 is
than
not
the
even a
rest.
real
No,
Mario
all
game.
the
It is
bros
very
suck.
different.
All the bros suck. Mario World was the best one.
Yeah,
I love
obviously
Mario- I
that's
love
a
Mario World,
classic,
but-
but
I have
I
one for
love
the
3.
Switch. New Super Mario or whatever it is. I try to play because you can play with like 2 people. If you guys ever try to play Super Mario with 2 people, it's impossible.
It's hectic.
It's impossible because like the screen doesn't move like unless you're both. Or
Wait,
moves.
new Super Mario World, that was on DS,
That was on
right?
Wii.
New
No, it was-
Super Mario
No, it was
Bros.
DS.
U or
I had it on
DS.
DS
Wii U?
back in the day.
Deluxe. I don't know.
I remember us playing a digital one out of Ed and Matt's house, 4 players. You couldn't see what was going on.
Yeah,
That was like probably during the Wii times.
Yeah, I don't even know
Right.
how the screen would work. Like,
Dude, you
it
know what that
would be
reminds me of?
based
Do
on
you
a-
remember Legend of Zelda: The Four Swords? And you used to plug in like your Game Boy to the
Yeah.
GameCube.
Yeah.
And, dude, that game was low key lit though.
Yeah, that was also how you did the co-op in Crystal Chronicles back in the day. And then they
Yep,
remade it where you
yep,
didn't have
yep.
to do that, and they made it worse.
yeah.
They made it worse.
They somehow
Yeah.
made that feature worse.
Crystal
Sorry, how did they
Chronicles
make
burned
that
me for
game
30
worse?
bucks.
How did they make that game worse? It was one of the worst games I've ever played.
Yeah,
As
I
a
don't know.
kid.
No, it's very bad. It's very, very bad. All right, so are we ready to get into it?
Dude, I
Is
don't
everyone
know. I'm
locked
not
and
ready
loaded?
for
You got
this.
your supplies?
This could be World War III, man. Stop. Like, we
You
don't
got
want to rush it.
ammunition? I want to talk about just the general concept of the console wars.
Can I hit us
Now,
with
whenever-
an intro first, or
Yes, yes.
because
yes,
Mark,
do that, please.
Mark puts together these intros, dude, and every week
Yeah,
I
I
click
honestly
it and I
forgot
say,
about
"Ooh, baby."
All right, get ready. Come on.
Yeah, so he hit me with that at like it was like 1 in the morning, and I just said, "Dude, what is this kid doing in the workshop?"
Was there sound?
yeah,
Yeah.
there was sound. Yeah,
Yeah.
You
you don't get it through Discord, but through the there's
No.
sound.
Okay.
Yeah, take it away.
If you go on the internet nowadays, you'll see a bunch of people like, oh, Sony, Microsoft, they're both great. We're all gamers. Let's not flame and unite, et cetera, et cetera.
It's the top post on Reddit right now.
And I
Or it
want to
was a little bit ago.
say, fuck that.
Gaming's a fucking blood sport.
I
Damn.
love a good console war. The first one with PS3 and 360. People ask me if I've ever served. I say yes.
If I've ever
Oh, that-
served,
I am a veteran of the first console
never
war.
seen Stolen
I
Valor.
was wounded in action several times. I still have a few people on my friends list that are, POWs,
No, there's casualties of
MIA.
war.
Yeah.
COWs.
I'll never forget. I was in art class, and like art class. So I'm talking like 5th, 4th grade, and somebody said that they liked Xbox, and I always play PlayStation because Final Fantasy and all that. And I was like, dude, Xbox? I was like, I can't even get my fucking hands around that controller because this is when they had the big controller. They're like, nah, Xbox is better.
The
And
Duke.
a couple kids chimed in and was like, yeah, dude, Xbox is the shit. Like, fuck PlayStation. And I was supposed to be like the coolest kid in school at that time. So I took this very offensively. And and from that moment on, it was like an origin story. I was like, no, fuck this. Xbox is fucking garbage. And I campaigned for
Yeah,
years.
dude, it was I remember senior year of high school writing it down for Mark of why PlayStation was better than Xbox.
Yeah, you got to put that shit in writing.
He
Wait.
wouldn't admit it.
Like 100 theses or whatever. Fucking Martin
Yeah,
Luther.
dude, I wrote it out.
Posted it on his door
in physics class.
Yeah, look at this controller. I posted it in
The
chat.
Duke.
What is that?
Dude, that's for
Dude,
like
that thing was
kids
so
with
massive.
meaty. That's for like Josh, dude. Those meaty hands.
I mean,
That's
but
the
I
you
probably
Kawhi
still
Leonard.
can't get my hands around it.
That's the Kawhi Leonard signature. But yeah, listen, I love a good console war. I don't give a shit if people want to be mature or whatnot. I don't want to be mature. I want it to be crazy. Like, just the internet during those times was so fun. Me and Jubes have listened to all people used to make songs. Jubes, actually do that while I'm talking. Post the 2 songs in the chat.
Okay.
And yeah,
Okay.
but the console war kind of died out this generation. I think it has
Well,
to
because
do
it wasn't
with
even a fight.
2 things. Number one, yes, PlayStation pretty much dominated Xbox. We're currently, I think it's 110 million versus 40 million, which is a complete blowout. The Switch,
Absolute massacre.
Xbox One had a 4-year
I
lead.
don't think I could post links. I'm not a mod.
Oh yeah, you're not
Jess
a
can
mod.
allow.
Jess
Jess can give you
permit.
permission.
Um.
It's not a mod on
So
his
yeah,
own pod.
Xbox blew
I got goons for that.
a 4-year lead on Switch. Switch has already outsold it.
Dude, that is literally, that's like Usain Bolt racing someone who's
So
like
it
8
was
years
the-
old.
But another thing happened, which is, all right, did you guys ever hear about how the United States and the Soviet Union had a secret pact that if aliens were to invade, that they would ally up?
I mean,
I think I've heard that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true or not, but
Okay, but that's what happened because the Phantom Menace arose in the form of the PC Master Race. And it was kind of changed from PlayStation versus Xbox to console versus PC, which still rages in our Discord, and that's like a very real, can't call it console war, but system war that's been going on. So it's like an enemy of an enemy is my friend. Or, yeah, that's how it goes.
Mm-hmm. It's the saying.
But
I'll fight in any theater. I don't give a fuck.
any theater of war. So, yeah, I mean, the PC Master Race is still out there, but I think kind of people have kind of realized, like, all right, PC does what it's got to do, console does what it's got to do. And now we're talking consoles here. I've been talking for a bit here, so I want someone to start us off on our rundown here. I made a very lengthy document of everything to do with the new consoles.
And just remember, Bill, the 3090, oh my goodness, but the 3090 is probably bigger than both of these consoles physically in size. Jubes, why don't you run us down some specs here?
No, I'm not running.
Well, no, start with the top.
Ooh, you want
Start with
prices?
the-
All right. I'll hit you
Yeah.
up with prices. So the PS5, first of all, the PS5, these are still just rumors. There's supposed to be a PlayStation event this week. I think is it Wednesday?
Yeah.
Where
Yes,
we're
Wednesday.
if they do this again, if they give us another event and don't hit us with a price and a date, I'm writing a letter to my local governing body. Like, I don't know what to do. But PS5 digital is rumored to be at $399, which would be pricier than the Xbox One S. But we're assuming the PS5 digital is going to have the same power as the standard. PS5 standard is rumored to be $499, to be right on par and in direct competition with the Xbox One X.
And
You
that
get a
will
disc drive.
include that will
And you
include
get
the
a
disc
disc
drive.
drive. The release date is rumored to be November, which you would assume because Xbox gave their release date, which is November 10th. And
We're not talking about Xbox right now.
dude,
You're jumping ahead.
hand
We're
in
talking about
hand,
PlayStation.
dude.
Retailer
Price.
sites, listen. Retailer sites have put November 20th. So,
That'd be 1 week after.
But remember, they
But
had
how do you guys feel about paying $100 for a goddamn disc drive? Does that annoy anyone
when
else?
you could buy an external disc drive for $35 online for a PC. But yeah, it's
Like
annoying.
I still like having physical copies. I don't know about you guys, but it looks nice. I like having my
Huge.
copy. I like having the artwork, and I like being able to sell it if I don't like it or I beat it or whatnot.
Mhm. Well, I mean, $100 is a stiff price, but you're also, if you just have the digital, I don't know how it's going to work with like games you've purchased in the past. Will you be able to like re-download them to your system? You're paying for the convenience more so, like so like I
Also-
understand the $100, but
okay, these are backwards compatible too. So if you have physical PS4 games, you have to get the PS5 standard if you want to play them.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
Dude, $100 for a disc. I've said it 100 times. You'll make your money back the first year.
You will,
trading-
but does it
trading
have
your
to be
games.
$100?
Dude, you know you were spending $500 for the new PS5. Everybody knew that.
But the thing is, I see the spec. I mean, if you're looking at the specs compared to the Xbox, they're slightly lesser. I don't see why it can't be 400 and 450. I think that would be much more fair.
Dude, because you're not just buying the specs, you're buying the ability to play the premium games that you're going to be able to play.
All right, dude, you're getting a little ahead of yourself there.
Dude, he's talking intrinsic value right now. He's literally.
All right, so that's the price
Goodwill.
of
Dude,
the
you sell
release date.
it at what people will pay for it. You don't sell it
Alright,
based on
alright.
what's in the system.
All right, we got to run through the specs here, and this is a little dry, but it's important. All right, so for the PlayStation 5, and we are assuming that the digital and the standard will have the same specs.
Mhm.
So for the CPU, we have an AMD Zen 2 based with 8 cores at 3.5 gigahertz. The GPU, the most important number is about 10 teraflops. It says it's running at about 2.23 gigahertz. For RAM, we've got 16 gigabytes DDR6.
Wait, can you explain what a teraflop is? Because to me, it sounds like a soccer statistic. So.
Let me see. I had it looked at it before.
Because like I honestly have no idea comparatively. Like how does that compare to like a
All right,
2070?
so it stands at floating point operations per second. Speed equal to. Specifically, a teraflop refers to the capability of a processor to calculate 1 trillion floating point operations per second.
Oh, okay. Thanks. That clarifies it.
Yeah.
All right,
pretty
listen.
much
All you gotta
console
know
architect.
is more teraflops is better. I don't know. I mean, what else do you need to know?
All right, so it's not like golf. Just continue.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got 16 gigabytes DDR6, which don't we have DDR4 in our PCs? Where the fuck did DDR6 come from?
Where's DDR5?
Yeah. All right.
I have
like-
DDR5.
No, you don't.
I think I had it on my old PC.
All right. Well, dude, you're living in the future.
Wait,
so
is
yeah.
someone fact check that? Is DDR5 even a thing?
I don't even know. Doesn't really go.
I don't really.
Didn't the
I think
PS4
like
have DDR5?
I don't know.
Maybe
It's
I'm
like
thinking of DDR4.
it's like RAM is like DDR4, but I think my graphics card is DDR6.
Yeah.
Can we
that
talk?
could be-
Wait, which DDR did Smiles Entertainment have?
DDR Max. All right. Listen. All right. For the hard drive, we've got an custom 825 gigabyte SSD. You can expand it with an NVMe SSD. It's got a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray drive, Tempest 3D audio, and ray tracing abilities.
Give me all the rays.
Right. So again, we're not really technical guys, so the only thing we can do is really compare. So we'll wait to really talk about that until we get to the Xbox.
Wait, so how much stronger is that GPU than like the 2070 or 2060s that most of us have in our computers? It's got to be stronger if it's running 4K at any decent frame rate, I would imagine.
All right, so the 2070 Super. All right, so it's 10 teraflops, which is on the level of an RTX 2080.
Oh,
Oh.
wow. So this is better than a 2080.
Oh, so my computer is going to be not the strongest GPU in my house anymore.
Well, what you got to understand is that
How's it going to feel?
a console is running like very lightweight. It's not running all the background processes and whatnot that a PC is. So it could be a lot more streamlined, just to do what it needs to do. So as far as backwards compatibility, it's going to be able to play all PS4 Pro games, and it will play most PS4 peripherals. And the DualShock 4 will work on it, but only for PS4 games.
All right, so that's actually the first thing where I'm kind of like, what the fuck? Because I have 2 gorgeous Razer controllers with 4 extra buttons, and I was kind of anticipating that I was gonna be able to take that onto PS5.
Wait, you have Razer controllers?
I have 2.
What do they look like? Can
Yeah,
you hold it up?
Gorgeous. It's my favorite piece of hardware ever created, ever, forever.
Show me the back.
So this is the front, beautiful. Then these are the nicest, most ergonomic triggers ever.
How much did that run you, dude? Because I've been looking at
They don't
scuffs.
make this anymore. That's why I had to buy an extra one.
It's
I
like
think
an
that's the one
Xbox controller, huh?
Wait, is that called the Ragu?
The Raiju. Then I got my 2
The
extra.
Ragu,
This thing is a
dude.
lifesaver.
He's got the
Big
tortellini
Ragu.
out.
So yeah, you basically have the 2 back triggers, and you have the 2 extra top triggers.
Yeah, I got 4 extra buttons. So
This is off topic, but I've tried every single modded controller that I could to find one that's comfortable, and I cannot do it.
That's why I just
No,
want
I
a
I'm the
first
same way.
party.
I have the smallest hands of anybody I know.
I just need a first party. Just give me a PlayStation, a Sony controller that has fucking paddles on it. I need it. I need it.
No,
it for
but
my
the paddles
PC.
kill it for me. I cannot grip a controller comfortably with paddles.
Dude, that's weird.
You
How do you
have
hold
to-
your
don't-
fingers?
Dude, my middle fingers are up against the back of the controller, and
Then
without
that's
that,
right
you
where the
have to-
paddles go.
But see,
Yeah, you have to, and you're
that's why I like this
hovering.
controller because it doesn't have paddles. It has gun triggers. So it's much nice. I love that controller. It's my
No,
favorite.
triggers
pretty
or
sure-
paddles. I'll take either
We're
one.
gonna talk Xbox. I'm pretty sure the one that Xbox came out with are detachable.
The Xbox Elite, I've thought about buying it, but I like the PlayStation feel better. But
No, the Xbox Elite, I hated it. The triggers were way too. They were,
sensitive.
yeah, like the littlest thing would click it in, and then the scuff. You literally need to be doing like gorilla grip finger exercises to get that paddle down.
Well, you can
So
with the
I
scuff, can't you adjust the? You can adjust the depth of how far it has to go down with the trigger stops, right?
Well, I don't care. I
Yeah, I have
spent
that too.
$130 on a scuff, and I hated it.
Jay hates his scuff too.
Okay.
I got a camo controller, PS4.
You
it's the
did not
best thing
mention
ever.
the new DualSense controller in this.
Because, dude,
I'm power controllers.
Sony keeps adding things to their controllers that nobody wants.
What is
No,
haptic feedback?
that's
right?
absolutely true. But I mean, we're comparing the 2 consoles, so even if it's a negative thing,
There comes a place with all technology where you reach the pinnacle, but because you have to keep changing it, the only thing you can add is bad things.
Yeah, but
Nobody
you
wanted-
can't ignore contradictory evidence. Like
Nobody wanted 6 axes. Nobody wants this stupid ass touchscreen, which has done nothing for me except play guitar in The Last of Us. It's
Literally
stupid. It's the
irrelevant.
dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. So I don't care about the new controller. I think it's got haptic feedback, so I guess
Yeah.
it'll be a little more
they
detailed.
said that you could feel a ball inside of it rolling around if they wanted to.
So Jude,
So-
shove it up your ass and rip an LMG.
Is it cheaper or more expensive than a Civian? And this is the second episode in a row that the Civian's been brought up, by the way.
There you
like
go.
a
Just
jet
rip an
mag,
extended mag LMG.
All right, talk games. Talk games.
All right. So
We'll talk backwards compatibility.
We did. Plays all PS4 and PS4 Pro games. That's all you need to know. I wish it would play every PlayStation game, but
Yeah, we got
c'est
something we
c'est la
can't.
vie.
You can't just gloss over that. I mean, why? Like, what's going on that we still can't play old PS3 games on a PS5?
Dude, because it had the cell processor, and
It fucked everything.
yeah, they'd have to like actually build like the ability to read those discs. It would just it's like not
It'd be too
possible.
much. They're relegating that to the streaming service.
Dude, I
Yeah, and
need
they want.
MGS3 fresh playthrough.
Do you though? You really don't.
Love it.
Don't
I can
they
play
ha-
it. It's
Yeah,
on, it's
dude,
on PS now.
Yeah, they have the trilogy, right?
Yeah,
Or
that's a
t-
trilogy. I was
Yeah,
thinking
dude.
about running MGS3 just to hear Sneak Eater.
All right, and now
Snake
Eater. Let's get to the
Got
most important part here, which is, of course, you buy a gaming console to do what?
You play
some
games.
games.
Yeah, I mean, well, Microsoft didn't think that for a little bit.
All right, so here's our full exclusive games. You have Astro's Playroom, which will come with the console by Sony Japan. You have Demon Souls Remastered, not made by From Software, but Blue Point Games.
That's usually
you
how
have
those go.
you have Destruction All Stars. You have Gran Turismo 7, of course, by Polyphony.
Bender.
Sounds like a jet band.
That's very close to the name of one.
We have Horizon Forbidden West, the much anticipated sequel by Guerrilla Games. Project Athea, which is unique in the fact that it's a full exclusive from a third party in Square Enix. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart by Insomniac Games.
It's like you said
Insomniac Games
ripped
is
apart.
also giving us
Yeah, that's the furry version.
Then you have Spider-Man Miles Morales, also from Insomniac Games. So they're putting in straight work. Returnal by House Marquee. Sackboy: A Big Adventure by Sumo Digital. Isn't that usually Media Molecule?
They did Dreams, so they probably got their hands full.
Yeah, all right. So basically, old IP, you just pass it to the scrubs.
Yeah.
And then finally, the cat game Stray by Blue 12 Studio. And then we have timed exclusives. Now, as Julian was telling me, PlayStation is putting a lot of stock into this. It ends up more just annoying gamers, I think, than anything. But we have Bug Snacks.
Talking bug snacks.
So what do you mean by timed exclusives?
So it comes out on PlayStation first, and then
Okay.
later comes out on Xbox and
Other
maybe
systems.
PC.
Okay.
Bugsnax, Deathloop, the game by the makers of Dishonored, Arcane Studios, and Bethesda. Ghostwire Tokyo, another Bethesda game. Godfall, Gearbox and Counterplay. Goodbye Volcano High, and
Another furry
Oddworld
game.
Soulstorm. So let's go around here. What games pop out to you the most? As a,
Oh, I'm not gonna play any of that. No, I'm gonna play Bugsnax.
What games on here say to you, I need to get a PlayStation or else I won't be able to play blank?
Horizon. Like that's the only game on there that. And I guess if you're a super big Spider-Man fan, is
Did you play?
Spider-Man
I didn't ask about other people's. I said you for
Just
you
personally.
personally.
just Horizon.
You played the first one?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, I
So
played
like,
it. I thought it was very good.
And I know that Horizon isn't coming out until 2021, right? I think
Right.
early, or maybe
pretty sure.
spring 2021. So
yeah, oh yeah, it's not.
I'm not
this
in
year.
a rush to actually get the PS5, but I am kind of interested in the Xbox and what they're doing. We'll talk about that. But Horizon is the only one on that list that really interests me. Ratchet and Clank looks really cool, but I haven't really played the series. And Godfall was the other one that I had my eye on, but I've since seen gameplay, I'm a little bit down on it than I was.
Yeah, me too.
But since you can play PS4 games, like
Well, excuse me. What was the game you were saying? That since you've seen gameplay of it?
Godfall.
Okay.
Yeah. But since you could play PS4 games, I could play the first Spider-Man that came out on PS5, technically.
All right,
Miles Morales, but
Danny.
yeah, Horizon would be the only one for me from that list. What about
So
you, Dan?
I'm gonna be honest. Like I want to play the first Horizon, and then I want to play the second. The second looks very good. It looked like a pretty decent jump in graphics too. So I'm pumped for that. But I mean, kind of like Mark said, there's nothing here other than the fact that I just want to have the system that would force me to buy it, especially at launch. Destruction All Stars, I will say, I'm 100% going to play it. I just don't know if it's going to be a flop or not, but it could be the next Rocket League. There's other games on there that I like. Returnal, like I don't know. That's like there's a lot of games coming out that like I would like to see and watch. Like I want to watch Jay stream it, but I wouldn't probably play myself. Ratchet and Clank, like Mark said, looks really good, but I haven't played Ratchet and Clank since like early PS2.
Julian,
Fox next.
that's it.
No, I don't know. Like Godfall, I'll probably get it just because I'm gonna have a PS5.
I mean, will you play the remastered Demon Souls or no?
I'm undecided on it. Maybe, possibly.
As how much it is? Well, you think that would be $60 game?
Yeah.
Bro, you'll get your money's worth. Come on, I don't want
Actually,
to.
70, right?
We're not
Is it
pitching pennies
70?
out here.
No,
$70?
I saw it MSRP on a game and it was still 60, so I'm not sure. But
Yeah,
I mean, like I said, or like Dan said, it's just we're getting it now just to have it, and it plays PS4 games anyway, so who really cares? And this is not gonna be the only games that you're gonna be able to play. There's gonna be other games.
Like you'll play COD.
Yeah, like
I know, but I'm
Square-
talking
and honestly,
exclusives, man. You're telling me out of this whole list, you guys don't have
No,
one
no, no.
thing
So
where it's
Kenny-
like, I need it.
No, so Kenny brought up a
told you.
good point. I mean, the Square
Yeah,
Enix
mark it.
title looks good, Project Athia, but I need to see more. There was no gameplay
yeah,
really shown. So like I can't.
I think we're past the point where it's like the tech demo makes us want to buy it.
Right,
immediately.
I can't sit here and be like, I'm 100% going to buy the game. I need to see gameplay, but it does look very new and refreshing, as Kenny put it. It looks like something I'd be interested in.
If you took your random everyday gamer, put him in a room 6 months before Fall Guys release and tried to sum Fall Guys, they all would have laughed at you. You don't know how good any of these games are actually going to be, no matter
Right.
how big, how small. So you just gotta wait and see.
I mean, Among Us was out for like, it's been out for 2 years. Had an average monthly user base of like 28 people. And then it soda pop and streamed it once, said, yo, this game looks lit. And then it just blew up. And then now they had 1.5 million concurrent players over the weekend or something.
Wait, I thought it was a new game.
It's not new, dude. It just came out and nobody knew.
All right. So
It's never
when
know.
I look at this list, I say Demon Souls remastered. I need. I never
Well,
got
you didn't
into
play
any.
the first one.
I never got into any of the Soulsborne games. I kind of like hated the ones I played, but I love the feel and like the hub base of Demon Souls. I need to beat it. I need to go in. So there's that.
So even though you hate the other types that are that same type of game.
This is it.
He's super
Horizon
pumped.
Forbidden West. I need to get. I don't know how it's gonna really work, seeing as so much of the story was revealed in the first one.
yeah.
And then I guess kind of like you guys are saying, like Project Athia looks cool. Returnal looks cool. Spider-Man, maybe if I play the first one. And then I'm a huge Bethesda fanboy. So Deathloop I think I'll love. I think because it's just by the Dishonored people, which I love. Ghostwire Tokyo could end up being like Prey, which I fucking despised. Because I don't know, it looked to be like spooky at first.
And then it looked not spooky gameplay.
Then it looked not spooky, and they got rid of the friggin' Japanese chick that made the game what it is.
Mhm.
So it's like, who knows? But yeah.
Wait,
so
what did
I
they get rid of?
Do you remember that the lady, the Japanese lady who came out on E3?
Yeah.
And like she just had very
Yeah.
like cute mannerisms and all that. Yeah, she's gone.
Oh no.
Wait, she's not with us anymore?
I don't think they. I don't think they killed her
I
off.
think she's alive.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Yeah,
So I think we could say so what would you guys like, what would you rate this lineup?
I think that's a solid lineup.
That's
It's just
that's
like
much better than what we've had in recent years.
yeah, like Ratchet and Clank is going to be huge. It's just that, I don't think any of us were like big Ratchet and Clank fanboys, but like I know like my two brothers both played the shit out of Ratchet and Clank on PS2, and like I don't know, it looked really polished. It looked like it's going to be one of those games that people remember and talk about for a long time. I just don't know if
Compared to
that'll be
Knack?
me.
We got Knack at PS4, and that was garbage.
So just looking at this list though, like
Knack.
if it didn't have Horizon for me, especially, and what we're going to talk about soon is with Xbox, like there would be a strong argument for me to get an Xbox right now and maybe next holiday season grab a PS5, because all those like timed releases are going to be out on Xbox anyways at some point, and a lot of those games I'm interested in. But especially for like if I just wanted to get like the Xbox Series at like the cheaper one, for right now, none of like, and actually Horizon isn't out until next year anyway. So I mean, there's an argument there which I want to get more into after this break.
Kenny
I
brought
don't
up a
even
good
know
point,
what kind
too.
of games Mark plays, so like I can't even like
He
Returnal.
plays
that didn't seem-
BRs. That's it. But
Yeah, like-
Kenny brought up a great point though. He
little
said
Returnal, Mark, a little
Ratchet-
Project Athea.
Ratchet and Clank will be bundled with the console eventually. Whether it's a year after release for Christmas, it'll be bundled, or whether it's 2 years, it will. And I would literally put a paycheck on that. I agree with you, Kenny. 100%.
Well, so will
It's gonna be like
Horizon.
Uncharted.
So like I was like, well, maybe I should just wait for the bundle.
No, but
I don't
Horizon,
know.
if
I
you're waiting
heard
for the
from
bundle at
Josh.
Horizon, like I'm picturing it like bundled, like for like no extra cost. When they come out with that 2 games, you get free digital codes. Horizon, if it was bundled, you're paying for it though, because 2021 it comes out. So you'd have to wait multiple years to get it in there with like.
You think
like
it's? I
God
don't
of
know. I
War.
think you guys are like overhyping Ratchet and Clank. I think this will come out and a few people will be like, "This is cool," and then that's it. I mean,
Yeah,
who
like,
gives
I
a
don't-
fuck about Ratchet?
I don't
and
care
Clank
about Ratchet and Clank
in
to be honest.
2020.
Now, Jess,
We
so
got Crash
release
4
date,
coming
We
out.
think they're gonna release the release date on Wednesday at their event.
But isn't? Oh yeah, Crash 4 is multi-plat now.
Yeah.
Activision. So yeah, once you leave the original, like once they just give you up for adoption, that's when you know you're pretty shit. And yeah, there's going to be yes, so it's believed that the official reveal price and specs will come out this Wednesday, seeing as Microsoft made their move first. And yeah.
All right, but
So
now
if anyone has anything else to say about PlayStation, we're
I'm
probably
just
gonna
I'm picturing like a mom going to court to try to give up custody of a kid. Like the dad's like, Your Honor,
doesn't
there's
always
no
work
way
like
I
that,
have
though,
custody of
because-
this kid.
Because Sanzaru Games, who made the Sly Cooper 4th Sly Collection, I think they did the Crash Bandicoots, the Spyro.
Wait,
For
Sly
Sly-
Cooper 4?
Yeah, for Sly Cooper 4, they made a tech demo, and then went to Sony and said, "Hey, look what we did with your IP. Like, do you think you'd throw us some money to make this?" And they were like, "Yeah, sure." So it wasn't.
I
so
did not
much
know
like
there was a
Sony
Sly
like,
Cooper 4.
Yeah,
We're
came
also
out on PS3.
we're underestimating how popular Gran Turismo is. 5 of the top 10 Sony best-selling Sony games of all time are all Gran Turismo games.
Wow.
That is true.
That is
big
big facts.
I think Gran Turismo was just like too sim for me. It's kind of boring. You like have to follow the path, and if you go 1 mile over, you just spin and die.
Didn't Bender used to do 24-hour races on that and have to leave the
Yeah.
PlayStation turned on?
Yeah, I think I would like more of Forza, but
24 hours.
Yeah, it's very
after our
popular.
break, we'll be able to talk about Xbox.
Dude, what happens if you crash after 13 hours?
George, you
I
have
don't know.
trivia for us, or you never did that?
All right, here's the thing about trivia, console trivia. I found a bunch of questions, but half of them were like from the early generations that you guys would never get. Like
You never know.
Are you guys aware of the Magnavox Odyssey console?
No,
Yeah, of course.
I'm not.
And then the second one, and then the ones that are newer, too easy. It was like, what was the one to use 8 centimeter discs instead of 12 centimeter discs?
That's GameCube.
GameCube. Yeah, so it was little stuff like that. But I'm gonna poke around. I think I have some good, decent questions.
All right,
But
all right.
we got to name that game.
Yeah,
so
we gotta name that
it's
game.
we
gonna
have
be
named
lit.
that
We got
game.
Xbox. All right, come on, one great break. Let go.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break and then we'll be back. And we'll say 8 to 10 minutes. Whoa,
We're gonna talk all things
mosquito?
Xbox. All things Xbox.
All right, let's get back into it, boys. We went through PlayStation. Now after the break, we're getting into the Xbox. So
Duke.
we've got the Duke.
Bring the Duke back.
So we've got 2 consoles that are confirmed here. We've got the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X. The Xbox Series S, $399. Xbox Series X, $499. But it's very interesting that Microsoft is offering almost like a payment plan for these consoles. So for the Xbox Series S, for $24.99 for 24 months, you will get the console, Xbox Games Pass Ultimate, which will include Xbox Live Gold and Games with Gold, and also EA Play. So a little bit of math here. $24.99 for 24 months is $600.
Wait, I just want to cut you off. The Series S is $299. Am I wrong in saying that?
Yeah.
It's
Yes, you are correct. That was a typo. So $299, but everything else should still be good. So
Yep, everything else is.
all right, so you're gonna end up paying $600 over those 24 months, and you're going to get $300 for the console, $360 for $14.99 of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, and then $120 for EA Play over 2 months, 2 years. So you will end up paying $600 for a $780 total value. And then for the Series X, it's $34.99 for 24 months. You get the same things, Games Pass Ultimate, EA Play, and you get for $840 you'll pay out, and you get a $980 value.
And I think a piece of this that you're missing with the value too is that you also have to consider the time value of money and what you would normally pay in interest if you put that on your credit card to purchase the, either $300 system or $500 system up front. So you're actually gaining even some more value than what you're seeing in those numbers.
Yeah, I didn't know we were gonna get real stonks on it, but
Well, I mean,
Can't take the business out of Disney.
you do have to say though that that's if you really use all the stuff.
well, that's the truth. I mean, value is what it. I mean, there's value on the market, and there's value to you.
Yeah.
So I think the best way to go about it is to look at it like, all right, so the total cost is 600. The total value is, well, all right, I lied. So the total cost is 600, and we're gonna say the console is 300, and everyone's gonna get Xbox Live. So that's what, $60 a year or something like that.
50.
So let's say 350 is what you're gonna pay no matter what, and then you're paying 600.
Well, no, you would get 2 years of Xbox Live.
Right.
Okay, so $400 as opposed to 600. So between Xbox Live, Games with Gold, Games Pass, and EA
Yeah.
Play, you'd have to get $200 worth of games, which I don't know. We'll say 4 games, even though it's probably
It's more because it'd be cheaper games, I would imagine.
yeah.
Dude, I gotta.
So like, do you think you would get 4 $60 games out of those services? I think I would.
Mm-hmm.
Over 2 years,
probably.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you figure Halo's coming on there. That's at least one.
And then just the
I mean,
fact that even if you came up a little short, say you only played 3 full-length games. I mean, at the end of the day, sometimes it's better for people in their financial situation to pay out monthly than to take that big hit up front, anyways. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's value in that too. I mean, nobody could sit here and say that this is not an incredible deal.
Shay, we did the value out for you. You didn't have to know it.
yeah,
Jordan
he
gave it to
actually.
Slash shot, they
He's
did the math.
actually trolling. He's trolling from the bleachers right
I'm just. Oh, he's a mod. I was just gonna kick him for a bit.
now.
But yeah, so I know that Games Pass Ultimate, like I know all the exclusive games that Microsoft has a stake in are going to be on there, like Halo, Gears, etc. EA Play for only $5 a month. Are you getting like FIFA, Madden, NBA? Well, I guess it's just FIFA and Madden right when they come out.
Well, Madden is worth negative money this year. It's arguably the worst game of all time. Madden 21. People are very upset. So they actually have to pay you
what
to
else
play
is there on EA? Battlefield? I mean, Apex is free to play. Would Jedi be
Jedi
out there? I
Fallen
don't
Order,
know.
I guess.
Yeah, BioWare games.
I mean, they have,
BioWare game, Star Wars game.
Well, no, that new. What's the studio? The California studio that they just put Vince Zampella in charge of
Oh, I don't know. I haven't talked to
from
them in a minute.
Respawn.
well, they have all the Maddens. They have all the,
Yeah, Vinny Z ain't answering my text.
they have the old Dead Space games.
All right, is it called EA Play or EA Access? I'm so confused.
EA Play.
I know it's two different ones. You're
There's a lot of services.
Is it? But like, so Jedi Fallen Order is even on there. So for $4.99, I feel like you're getting like Madden, 2007.
Oh, you're getting the newest ones. The newest.
You
ones.
could just run it down as LaDainian Tomlinson.
Oh, Dice LA is what Vince Zampella was just put in charge of on top of Respawn. I don't know what games they make though.
So EA,
I feel like EA Play is probably.
Pro has Jedi Fallen Order. I don't know the difference, man.
Yeah, dude, we need a. Oh my god, we need a research.
Play
you're
Pro
also-
is $15 a month. As the EA Play is just $5 a month.
Wait, EA, what? Which one's $15 a month?
Jay, isn't he
EA
still at Respawn too, or no?
EA Play
Maybe he's
Pro.
not.
EA Play Pro.
EA Play Pro members get unlimited access to all of our latest titles as soon as they drop, plus pro level in-game rewards, exclusive player content, and a library of premium titles. So it looks like there's like a little bit better games on their like Jedi Fallen Order and stuff is only included on the Pro membership.
I see. Okay,
But
so for $4.99 a
Xbox
month, you're getting, you're getting FIFA World Cup 06.
Dude, you could use it just for the soundtrack. You put it on in the background.
So, and then you'd have to make an EA account. So honestly, I feel like that's a negative amount of money.
That negative.
Okay, so what about this Xbox Series X? I'm sure these are all generally the same amount of value.
I literally gave out the exact dollar amounts.
Yeah, no,
So
I'm literally sick of this questioning. Like,
so all right, let me just recap it. So the
I
S,
feel so bad for you.
you pay $600 for a $780 value, and for the X, you pay $840 for a $980 value.
You got that, Jubes?
But again, the whole thing is these are MSRPs, and how so Call of Duty is not going to be on any of this.
Oh,
You got to shell out for Call of Duty. And there's other things like NBA 2K ain't on there. So
Right.
So the release dates have been confirmed of November 10th, 2020. And now we're going to jump into the specs. And now we can kind of compare the specs between the consoles and to the
Hopefully
the
everybody wrote down what we said.
PlayStation.
45
Well, I'm going to
minutes
go
ago.
over it. I'm going to go over it. Stop being weird. All right. So for the Series S, we got an 8-core AMD Zen 2 CPU at 3.6 gigahertz.
how's that compare, Jordan?
Well, I'm going to go compared to the Xbox. Compared to the Xbox Series X, which has an 8-core, it has the same processor, but the Xbox Series X runs at 3.8 gigahertz, and this is actually the same processor as the PlayStation 5, which runs at 3.5 gigahertz.
Gotcha.
And again, usually these have like short ranges, like 3.4 to 3.6. So I would say eventually, basically the Series S is the same as the PS5, and then the X is a little better. But where there's a huge difference is with the GPU. So with the Series S, you've got, let me see here, AMD RNDA. I didn't get it here, but I think they're all like the same, pretty close. These AMD GPUs.
Dude,
so for
I'm seeing 4 T-flops compared to 10 though, dude, and I want to flop 6 more times.
Yeah, so you got in the Series S, you're getting 4 teraflops, and in the Series X, you're getting 12 teraflops.
12!
Compared to the
We don't even know what it means.
compared to the PlayStation 5, which is giving you about 10 teraflops.
More flops, more fun.
Yeah,
That's what they say, dude.
so I think that's like
Yes,
that's
X.
like where the Series S takes the hit, because if you'll see before, it's all pretty standard in line with the others, but and the others are going for a target of 4K 120, whereas the Series S is going for a target of 1440 120. And then we've got RAM. We got 10 gigabytes on the Series S, 16 gigabytes on the Series X, just like the PS5. The hard drive is another one where we see a drop off. So the PS5 is coming in at 825 gigabytes, whereas the Series X is hitting us with a terabyte, and the Series S is hitting us with essentially a half terabyte, 512 gigabytes.
But keep in mind the expandable storage is proprietary, which means you can't just buy like you see a good deal on Newegg for I don't know 2 terabyte SSD, or if you want to add a 1 terabyte on top of it, you can't do that with Xbox, right? You have to buy the Xbox one.
Yeah,
I believe so. That's how it was in the past.
You do.
Yeah.
I recently read it.
Okay. And so that's for expandable storage. The Series S does not have a disk drive, whereas the Series X does. They both support ray tracing. And yeah, that's pretty much it as far as the specs goes. So I would say there's kind of like a somewhat noticeable drop between the S and the PS5. And then there's a slight increase from the PS5 to the Series X. So it seems like the Series X is going to be undoubtedly the most powerful console. But if you're not concerned about the disk drive, I would say the $400 for the PS5 is better than the $500 for the Series X.
If that's the price.
Yes, if those are the true prices.
So I think something interesting is going on here with Xbox, right? I mean, 2 weeks ago, we were all pretty much like, there's no reason for anyone to purchase an Xbox. Like, why would you? There's no exclusive games. And then, we get hit with this Xbox Series S for $300, and it runs at 2K, which is probably what most of us are running for our monitors on our PCs. And now I feel like a bunch of us are starting to question, like, dude, that's really cheap. I mean, and it's gonna run pretty nice on our setups. So, Mark, why don't you? I want to hear from you. Like, what changed? And I know you mentioned earlier, like, you're kind of considering an Xbox now.
Well, a lot of it is the new generation is targeting like 4K gamer or 4K monitors. And I only have a 1440 monitor. So, and I don't plan on getting a 4K monitor anytime soon. So if I'm only going to be playing these games in 1440 anyways, I just didn't see the point in rushing out to get, a PS5 or an Xbox Series X right away. When I could potentially, and I'm still mulling it over, but like potentially get an Xbox Series S and play these games, at 1440 for a much cheaper price, and get Game Pass. Get Game Pass with it. I can play all these, all the games that are included with Game Pass for 2 years, and then after that, see where I'm at. But that was my kind of thinking behind it, is just because I didn't have a 4K TV, or I do have a 4K TV, but it's not a great 4K TV. But the monitor that I play at is just 1440. So the price is very intriguing, and I think that's what Xbox had to do. Like, don't we agree? Like, this is what they had to do to be competitive.
I think this is
So
go ahead, Jubes.
So pretty much what it is at this point is you have PlayStation with the exclusives, and now you have Xbox. They're like, all right, whatever. Like, the exclusive dream, it's kind of dying out for us. But why don't we work on every possible way to get the third-party games in your hands as easily as possible? Payment plans, services, free games here and there. So they're just gonna try to get you as much games as possible, and it looks like it's gonna work out for them, and it looks like they're doing a great job at communicating this and getting people on board with it. So if you really don't care for Sony exclusives, I gotta say, go get an Xbox.
Did Julian Lee just say go get an Xbox?
I said
Oh my!
because it's true. If you don't play the big exclusives, but when I say exclusives for Sony, I'm talking more than just your Horizon, your Last of Us. I'm talking about the Helldivers, the Fat Princess, the Patapon, the Japanese games, and all that stuff. And there's Jared, and then there's me, and we're in a different gaming circle. So for the people like that, no question about it, you should be buying an Xbox.
So
well, yeah, I mean, there's also, you also got to think about like if you're a JRPG fan, I mean, the games don't even come out on Xbox. Xbox does never even released in Japan. So Persona 5, I played Dragonstar Varnir, I played Sakura Wars. And nowadays, a lot of them are starting to come out on Switch too, but that's a whole different story for a whole different day.
So just to touch back on what Mark and Jubes were saying about kind of accessibility, right? I think the price point of $299 on the Series S is an absolute game changer, and the payment plans too, because we talked about this a little bit in the past that we're coming at this from the opinion of 20 to 30-year-old gamers that have income sources, and to us it's like, okay, 300 versus 500 might not be a big deal, but to all the you're talking like 8 or even 6, we'll say 6 years old to that 15-year-old demographic, that it's really the parents that are buying it, right? They're not 16 yet, they don't have a job. If I'm a parent, I mean, this is like $299 is significantly different. And your kids, these kids that are playing, I mean, these 10-year-old kids are probably not playing on 4K. Like Mark said, he doesn't even have a 4K monitor. And I have a bunch of 4K TVs in my house. They're from 2016. They're not meant for gaming. I mean, they're meant for watching television and movies. The input lags there. You're getting 30 frames probably, maybe 60. These kids don't have that. So what is the difference if they get the Xbox Series X or the Xbox Series S, other than the fact that it's going to be digital? I mean, I feel like a lot of these kids and young parents are already used to the digital aspect anyway, and I think this is really going to capture that younger gaming market and kind of bring Xbox back to the forefront among the younger gamers.
When I breach HQ, I'm not telling them I'm worried about the Series X. Series X, it's like the samurai quote, like I don't fear another swordsman, I fear a fool with a blade. Series S is full with a blade. Okay.
So wait, you're Paul Revering it back to Sony PlayStation?
Yeah, I'm flying out to HQ.
So Joy,
wait, they don't have the internet. They need you.
They
to
don't know.
personally
They
deliver
need
this
you
message?
to ride the horse there.
No, I can. No, they got my phone tapped. They got everything tapped.
George, keep running through the backwards. Talk about the backwards compatibility and then the games for Xbox, and then.
Oh, somebody screwed up the document.
I think that was me. I think I had a panic attack.
Yeah,
Said,
there you
"Fuck,
go.
it's
All right. So listen, I also want to add in one thing, that when you get Games Pass Ultimate, you also get it on your PC, and it's coming to Android.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah,
That's a
but
knockout
the
punch, man.
PC version isn't as good. It doesn't have as many games, but you get
okay.
it included anyways. All good. What do you?
Yeah.
No, I said okay.
This kid bought stonks. All right. Why did you say welcome? Okay. Backwards compatibility. So it is going to play all Xbox One and Xbox One games, just like One X games, just like the PS5 is going to play all PS4 games. But it will also play the Xbox and Xbox 360 games that have been made backwards compatible for Xbox One. And I think, there's a list of several hundred games. You could look it up, but it's quite significant. And
it's very small compared to the PS Now library, but
it'll take all Xbox One and Xbox One X accessories, which is nice because I have a PS4 headset, which I really like, and I'm not sure if it's going to work on PS5. Not that it would work on Xbox, but and then you have some backwards compatible games will receive technical enhancements via the Xbox Series X, but not Xbox Series S. And I think we really just touched on backwards compatibility earlier. I think it was something that the developers really underestimated this generation, and it really came back to bite them. So when is this picture?
I think that's only for the previous, like the adjacent generation though, that people really care about. People like me, very small subsect that really want to go back and play games from the PS2 era or the PS1 era. Or
no, I would
things
only
like that.
play them if they were remastered, which they would be remastered on the newest generation. So
Yeah, but I mean, definitely for the adjacent generation, I think that's just going to be a staple from here on out.
all right, but so earlier, yep.
What do they got? I was gonna say, we talked about all the specs and everything, but what do they got for games? And I think we have to remember that exclusive games for Xbox means that it will still be available for PC gamers.
Yeah. So I think pretty much I think pretty much Microsoft said that all games that come out on Xbox One X will be on my PC as well. But Julian was kind of saying like, oh, Xbox gave up on the exclusives, but that's really not true. They've been buying out a lot of studios, going with the same strategy that PlayStation has of buying these third-party studios, turning them into second-party studios, as you will. So we have As Dusk Falls, Avowed by Obsidian, who did Outer Worlds and New Vegas. You have Crossfire X, which is the big Korean game, and Remedy. Alan Wake Control is doing the single player. You have Echo Generation. You have Everwild, which is by Rare, Sea of Thieves, Donkey Kong. Exo 1, and then Exo Mecha. Have you guys looked at this game at all?
No.
I want to, because it looks like a cross between Titanfall and Killzone, and that actually looks really good.
It sounds good. I mean,
I'm gonna throw you
I've heard
guys
of
a
it,
little link. I'm a mod, so I can do these things. But yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks crazy.
So then we have the return of Fable, not by what was the name of it? Lion something Games, Jubes, the original one.
Something like that.
Lionhead. We got Forza coming back. We've got Grounded, another game by Obsidian. We have Halo Infinite, which has been delayed, but it's coming. Psychonauts 2, State of Decay 3, Hellblade 2, which is a must play. So even if I don't have an Xbox, I will have to get it on PC. Scorn, The Ascent, and The Medium by Bloober Team.
which also
again,
looks like a great game.
I need to play that no matter what. So that's a list of 17 games, which is way more than I thought I would see before I went in to do this research.
Mm-hmm.
So from a
The thing about me though is just really quickly, to me that those aren't exclusive because I
Right.
can play any of those games on my PC.
But see, I don't think that that's a fair way to look at it.
no, it's right
Because you're
from a
basically
business
saying
side,
like,
it's
oh,
not.
Microsoft, fuck you, I'll just play it on PC.
They're
And
still getting the
Microsoft's
money.
like, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like, it makes it very, with this new strategy, it makes it very confusing because it's like, should we be talking PlayStation versus Xbox, or should we be talking Sony gaming versus Microsoft gaming?
Right. So that's what I was going to say. So Sony versus Microsoft is a different story, right? Because if you're talking Sony versus specifically the Xbox Series S and X and potentially V, we'll get into that. These aren't exclusives. And like for me, I'm sitting here and I'm like, there are some really heavy hitting games in here that I want to play. Fable, Crossfire X looks good. I'm not going to click that link right now for Exo Mecha, but what you described sounds interesting. Halo, even, I mean, I feel like it could be really fun to get back on a game like that. I played Halo 1 on PC. Shut the fuck up. The Medium looks really good. And
nice Duke.
But the point is that I already have a PC, and I love being able to pop in Discord. So it's like I could play all these on PC, but from a business standpoint, I mean, yeah, Jordan said it. The money's still going to Microsoft. This is still a great business strategy. It's just different. And a lot of young gamers don't have a gaming PC.
But see, I'm the complete opposite. Like, I would so much rather play on a console. How many times do you see me just like jumping into Discord and whatnot?
No, never. You're totally different than us. Yeah.
My PC is there. I like to make graphic design and I like to watch,
Pornhub.
bootleg NBA streams. That's about it. I don't the interface and everything is just too disconnected for me. Whereas I'm on PlayStation, I'm on Xbox. It's just I'm on PlayStation. I'm here to play PlayStation games with my PlayStation friends. I'm not getting into the launchers, and I'm not getting into the 100 different friends lists. Like, Dan, how many different times have you added Jay as a friend?
Countless. And how many times have I wanted to remove him? Like,
between you play, Steam, Origin.
No, it's unbelievable. Like Uplay is taking it too far, but like I don't mind the whole Epic and Epic. I actually love because Epic gives me 2 free games every week.
And then you're using a completely different client for the voice chat. It's like,
well, I love Discord. Discord's the best thing. I think Discord should be integrated with a console.
All right,
Discord's amazing.
I wanted to ask a quick question about this afterwards, but let's wrap this up by saying that it might get a little spicier. gotta post this picture in the chat here.
All right,
There's an
I gotta click
Xbox.
this.
There's a rumored
Yeah,
Xbox
I'm a game
Series
slut, Bill.
V. And for somebody like me who I'm looking at the S and I'm like, no drive. I'm looking at the S and I'm saying, you know, okay, 1440p, which I only have a 1080p monitor right now, but 5 years down the road, the Series V could be the Goldilocks that I'm looking for. You know, like coming in at $430 a month.
Where's this picture
So we'll
from?
see.
What
It just got leaked on the internet.
Yeah, but from where though? Did they say, or it's just leaked?
I have no
But that's a
idea.
very easy Photoshop.
I was gonna say
job,
this
like-
could have
like
literally been
ridiculously.
Jordan, did you do this?
No, but I don't know. People are talking about it, man. Maybe it's not true, but it's going to be interesting. But the last question I want to ask about the console wars is, where do you see PC and Switch fitting into this right now? And you could even maybe throw mobile gaming in there.
It's all becoming one.
Yeah.
As the gaps close with graphics and it's like CPU, GPU capability, well, not CPU, but like I guess CPU too.
The flops.
It's making it more inviting for someone like myself that isn't as PC savvy, and like if I ever need to like get a new GPU in the future, like I'm gonna have to ask Bill, like my friend Bill, to come help me install it.
Nah, GPU is so easy though. You do it in 5 seconds.
Okay, but either way, like it's so much easier just for me to get a console, and at this point have better graphics in like probably better frames too, because I'm not running all these games at 144 frames. So if the price point is getting lower and the graphics and the GPUs are all going up, I don't know. Maybe I'll just be like a console dad in the future.
Well, don't forget though that the computer parts prices are coming down now. We talked about this
Coming
in our
down
group
a
chat.
lot.
Because now they can't charge the prices that they used to and be like, dude, but your graphics will look so good. Now it's kind of like, hey, but I could just get this, and that has good graphics too.
But it's still nowhere near. I just paid what I get, the Ryzen 7, and that was like $400 just for the CPU. So it's
No,
still
in
just, like,
total, yeah, but
it's
talking
still
about
so
people that
over
already
the top
own the PC.
as far as pricing goes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's like Jube said. I think it's all getting kind of muddled together, and there's even Switch. There's rumors that Switch developers, third-party developers, were told to start making 4K ready games. So I think there's going to be like a Switch Pro type deal coming out that might be able to go to 4K.
I mean, Switch doesn't even have an Ethernet port, so.
Yeah, and it's
What are we
that's what I'm
doing?
saying. I think they might be making one. So they made Switch Lite, right, which is the fully handheld. I think we might be seeing something in the next year or two that could be Switch Pro, which is maybe it's not handheld and it's more of a just system that you plug in. It has an Ethernet port and it's staying next to your TV or monitor. So I don't know. I was like completely out on Xbox and not even just personally, like saying like it should fail, you know, a couple weeks ago. And now I'm like, I don't know. Like if I'm a young gamer, I'm getting an Xbox, at least for now. But I mean, it's hard to put myself in those shoes now where, you know, I don't want monthly payments. I'd rather pay all right up and not have to worry about it again. But I mean, the game list, if you're not running a PC, I mean, even Fable coming back is pretty big.
It's very rare that you get a better value if you pay it over time as opposed to upfront.
Right.
Usually it's like reverse interest. So, you know, some serious stonks. But I think you guys are saying they're coming together, but I feel like Nintendo just still keeps going their own way and could not be bothered with what everyone else is doing.
But also not really, because there are a lot of, like you said, a lot of these Japanese games, like Dragon Quest 11 comes out on Switch now too. Like it's
The
a
Witcher's
viable
on Switch
console.
now. I mean,
but all those like were born on Nintendo. They're kind of just coming back.
the return.
And it's only because I mean Xbox does not exist in Asia basically. So
All right.
It's all a net win for
But
gamers.
there's one more thing I want to add in, which is the network economy, right? So it's like if it was just me, I would be like literally 50-50 right now. But the idea that all my friends are probably going to get PlayStation is like, I understand that games go cross-platform now, but
Mhm.
I don't want to deal with,
Game
it's
chat.
like, first off, it's like, yeah, you have to use game chat, and then you have to use like an Activision ID or
Mhm.
whatnot. So I don't know, man. It's just like you could play the Xbox games on PC, whereas the Sony games you can't. So
Right.
right now, I still think PlayStation is gonna lock it in as everyone's first or most people's first. I just think that the Xbox made a good argument to be, the side chick.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like they had no choice, right? Like
Yeah, they
Sony
couldn't run the same strat.
Sony is never gonna do the things that like Microsoft was backed into doing because you've seen the number, you've seen the sales. So like this is only happening from Microsoft because they absolutely have no other option at this point. So this is what they had to do. It looks awesome, but I
And
still
also
don't.
understand a good deal for us is not always going to be a good deal for Microsoft. They might be taking some losses on this.
Correct.
It's a cool mug.
Sorry, I got ice.
right,
Now
so-
it's not.
So we getting in. What are we doing now? Name that game.
Yeah,
I
so
mean-
I typed in chat. I wanted to see if Jay was still here. I would love his take on this console war because he's been a pretty big console gamer for a long time. But
So next week we'll have Sony's. On Wednesday is their news conference or whatever
we
it is.
assume, yeah, we'll have info.
Press news conference. I'm pictured like.
Well, this just
Roger
in:
Goodell.
Sony announces.
I do want to say is that one thing that we haven't seen yet, and I don't want to speak too soon because we still have Wednesday coming up, but I don't think this is really the forecast is gonna change on this. All the extras are pretty much gone now. We're finally, and we've been saying this for probably about 2.5 generations. We're like, yo, we just want to play games. We just want to play games. We just want to play games, and
Like-
nobody
Like
was listening.
Connect.
So
Move.
like, all right, so I watched the PS4 reveal, like share play. Nobody ever did that. Like, if you look in the PSN chat, it says like request to play their own. Like you could have somebody play your game remotely. No one ever did that.
Dude, do you
Remote
remember it was
play-
like a big deal that there was going to be an internet browser on your PlayStation?
Yeah, share play. Nobody did that. Remote play. Nobody did that. The onboard streaming, you can't get big off that because the Twitch integration was really shoddy. Gone. Sharing screenshots and gameplay, like recording and uploading. I mean, we did that for each other, and we uploaded a lot of stuff in our Facebook group. But all the randos that I have on PSN, they never uploaded anything, a screenshot, a clip, nothing ever. I never saw anything from them, and they come from all different backgrounds of how I met those people. Those are just those randos that you never deleted. Facebook and other social media integration, which is like completely gone. I remember Dan, your brother Dave used to get the Facebook statuses whenever he would get a PSN trophy.
Oh yeah, dude. He probably got muted
that
by
shit
so
is
many
all
people.
gone. Like, it's just games, and any of the extras are just other ways to play games. xCloud, PS Now, Games Pass, all that other good shit. So it's just really just games, and I think that's a good thing. And I don't think you could really even sell people on this shit anymore. Like, it was cool back then to be like, oh my god, share play. No one gives a fuck about that shit anymore. That's not what it's failed too many times. Even for PSVR, they said, what's the news on PS5 VR? And Sony was like, dude, we're not thinking about it right now. We're not talking about it.
So
It's
before
just
we get
games.
into name that game, so Jay put his take in chat. He said he's really just excited in general for this generation of gaming. He said as an older gamer with pretty good income, he can get both and just enjoy it all. He's happy Xbox came out swinging and wasn't just dead on arrival. Keeps Sony on their toes, and would have been bad for Sony to dominate 2 generations completely. I agree, because then,
Yeah.
any competition is good for the consumer. Whether it's price
Exactly.
points, whether it's, people going above and beyond to secure really great third-party games, or whether it's, just like innovation. I mean, that's how it is in every market that you're in, not just gaming. The thing that pushes innovation is competition, and I agree with that. But we have about 20 minutes, and I think we're going to get into name that game. Sadly, we don't have it ready to show, but Mark has it already, and he's gonna read them out to us, and then we're gonna take our guesses. Jay, you got to be a part of this because we got to assume you're not cheating, but we got to tally up your scores for the year, so you got to take part in this. So I'm gonna hit us with that name that game intro, and then Mark is gonna have these ready to go. Nope, wrong. I don't remember which one it is. I'm just gonna click it.
What?
Name that game.
Okay.
Mark is in control for the remainder of the pod.
All right, so we're gonna include Jordan, obviously, in this week's. Jay, if you're still here and you want to write your answers in chat, I will read your answer as well. You can only submit one time, though, Jay. You can't just be naming 1,000 games. So, as a reminder, just to clarify ground rules, if you guess the series, we're going to give you half a point. But if you actually guess the actual game in the series, if it's a game that has like a series, you'll get the full point. So, but if you just get the series, you get half point. Obviously, if you get like if it's Call of Duty 4 and not,
I
Call
also
of
think
Duty
it's
3,
up to
you get
like
full
it's
point.
got to be up to your discretion too, Mark, because you can't just say super. There's a difference between Super Mario
Oh, we gotta write this
and
down.
it's like Super Mario Sunshine. Like if it's something that gives away Super Mario Sunshine, you can't write like Super Mario Bros. 3.
Right.
Yeah, and
You know?
I just wanted to clarify that this week because for the most part, I'm a little lenient this week. If you were to give me the series for if there's any one of these that needs a series, I'd give you a half point this time. So we'll wait till Jordan gets back and then we will get started. I have 5 of them. We always do 5.
All right, let's go.
You got a pen and paper?
That chair
Mhm.
is so loud, dude.
Yeah.
Sounded like you
Okay.
fucking you were clapping those cheeks in the wind of your ass.
So you're
Okay.
weird. Come on.
So first one, 0 stars. Should be an easy one. From Toby X. Cockstar won't give us a proper GTA sequel or Max Payne or LA Noire, which is one of my all-time favorite games. But this overrated horse simulator had to get out. I'll just give it a 0. All right, let's get you on the board. If you want me to read it again, let me know.
What was the original information you gave? Just the 0 stars in his name. You didn't give the date, right?
No.
Correct, yeah. I'm not going to give you the date. He's mad. He or she is mad they won't give a proper GTA sequel or Max Payne or LA Noire, which is one of his favorite games, his or her favorite games of all time. I
Oh, I
kind of
love
like
LA
LA
Noire.
Noire. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we ready?
I think you got it. Jude, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
Dan, you
do
got
we
it?
have to guess specific game in the series for this one? Because it didn't really.
I think
specify.
for this one it wouldn't matter.
This one doesn't matter. So
Okay, I was gonna say because they didn't. You would need to know the date.
All right,
Hold
come
up.
on.
Can't see
good,
Jubes'.
Good. Yeah, Jude, can't see it. The lights too
It's,
bright. You can just say it.
Red Dead Redemption.
Correct.
Yeah, and Jay got it too.
All right. I just
What
wanted to
was
start you off
what
with
was
an
the
easy
one that came out before Red Dead
Red Dead
Redemption?
Revolver.
Red Dead Revolver?
No, that was then what was the original?
Red Dead Revolver.
No, there was another one on PS3.
Red Faction,
No, dude, am I having a
Red Planet.
Berenstain Bears?
Dude, there's Red Dead
This is Red Dead Redemption 2 that just came out.
Yeah.
Okay, which game was it really? Was it 1 or 2?
1.
1. Okay, I was thinking 2. So
I would have wrote 2, but I just wrote the series because I
All
mean
right.
the.
All right, next
There was no
one.
talent.
Next
All
one.
right,
next
go.
one. A little harder.
Move it on, baby.
Okay. This game sucks ass. If it weren't for the awesome user-made mods, I would never have bought the game. In no way is it anywhere near as great as the originals. Shit writing, shit storytelling, shit graphics, shit FPS integration. Just a horrible, horrible game.
Did Nick write this?
How many stars?
2 out of 10.
What was the username?
Phil Dog.
All right, hold on. Can we get that reread?
Stop. Don't search it. This game sucks ass. If it weren't for the awesome user-made mods, I never would have bought the game. In no way is it anywhere near as great as the originals. Shit writing, shit storytelling, shit graphics, shit FPS integration. Just a horrible, horrible game.
Oh, FPS integration?
Yeah, FPS, like first-person shooter.
Oh, shit. That fucked me. User-made mods.
Jay, I'm not going to say whether that's right or wrong. I just want to say you get a half point for series, full point for the actual game. But it's kind of at my discretion, so.
Are you going to narrow it down with an era or no?
I wasn't going
No,
to.
dude, come on, let's go.
I don't know if this is the actual name of the game.
Who is done?
I
I'm
have
done.
it written.
I don't
but
even know if I'm going to submit anything.
I'm confused on the
Okay.
number.
I'm inclined to give full point.
To me?
No, I'm just saying if it's a series.
I'm holding mine up, so Jordan.
All right,
can
we
look
good?
at it, I guess.
Okay.
I'm not. I don't even have the tab open.
I think I have the number wrong.
Okay, so Jules, you're not submitting?
I'm just going to write garbage.
Okay. I can't.
Dude,
see
you
these
gotta
bright
put it
lights.
so it can be seen. Look at your camera.
Yeah, what is he doing?
I can't look at my camera.
How can you not? You have Discord open.
Oh, I do. I usually watch through the streaming app. I put
would-
Halo.
Okay, it's not Halo. So everyone else guessed the series.
Oh, who got the game though?
Technically, nobody got the game. So it was Fallout 3.
I
Jay
put the
said
notes.
Fallout 3.
Oh, they said Fallout first. Oh, but then I guess they said Fallout 3. So,
Mm.
but I'm inclined to just give the full point. Who said Fallout 76? Dan?
Yeah.
All right, this may
That's
be a
a
little.
half point.
Yeah, that seems half point, but Fallout 3 and 4 are kind of the same thing with the mods. So.
Damn, dude. Okay. I've never. Yeah. All right. I'll take
Funny
it.
thing is, when you said mods, I thought to myself Skyrim, and then never made the connection to Fallout.
Yeah. Okay,
Alright, I'll
so
take
full
that.
point for Jay and Jordan, and Danny gets a half.
You're keeping track on the year, right?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's go. Number 3.
And today.
Okay. Number 3. Played this back in 1999. Bought into all the hype. Color me bored. Fun lasted all about one day. Then things got really repetitive. I hated learning to playing the songs, dealing with cartoonish characters, and unexciting action. I will read it again in a second. It's from Cody Zamboni.
How many stars?
3
Wait,
out
wait.
of 10.
Yeah. You're gonna reread it though.
Yeah, I will. All right. So played this back in 1999. 1999. Bought into all the hype. So this is Cody coming back to it.
I have my answer already written, but
Color me bored. Fun lasted all about one day. Then things got really repetitive. I hated learning to playing the songs, dealing with cartoonish characters, and unexciting action. Playing the songs. dealing
Yeah,
with
that's what I'm
cartoonish
thinking. Playing the songs. I have no fucking idea.
characters.
Playing the songs. 1999.
I already have mine written, so I'm good to go. Can I look at chat now if I have mine written, Mark?
I guess if you're
That won't
be a
change.
man of honor.
Ooh, I put a very similar thing to Jay, but not the same game.
Now we have wandering eyes. Did you put a music underneath today or no?
No, I didn't actually. We're just crisp and clean.
Alright, I'm
I
ready.
could throw it on.
I'm
So-
ready. I don't even know what the fuck what the hell this kid's talking
All right.
about.
Still
Come,
can't
Jungle Beat. Yeah, Juice, what you got?
Proper the Rapper remaster.
No, yeah. So Dan and Jay. Dan, what was yours? Ocarina. Yeah, Dan guessed the exact game. Jay guessed Majora's Mask, so Zelda.
Totally
Ocarina of
different
Time
game.
was the game.
No, you don't even play music in Majora's
Yeah,
Mask.
that's totally
0
different game.
points.
I'm the same at
okay,
0.
okay.
There's no.
Okay.
Dude, you know.
Oh,
Ocarina
okay.
of Time.
The ocarina is for this one, and then in Wind Waker you kind of conduct music, but I mean, you're talking about totally different game mechanics
Yeah,
for the
dude.
mask.
Well, is there an Ocarina of Time remaster? Is that what this kid's playing?
No, he
No,
probably
it
just
looks
went
like he
back
just
and played.
came back to it. Just came back
Oh
to
my
it.
God! Well, Jesus Christ! I really wanted to spite review a 20-year-old game.
Do you play music in Majora's Mask? I mean, but I thought the whole mechanic was like new to Ocarina of Time. I think that's a half, Jay.
I'd give a quarter.
No,
I
you got to give him half at least.
All right, go to number 4 because I got some
Dang,
trivia
good point.
questions after this.
Okay, cool.
Fucking
All right,
impossible.
All right, my left.
You
click
did have a
finger-
guitar. Wait, hold on. Let's see the year just to check on Jay right here. What year did Majora's Mask come out?
2000.
So he's wrong. Yep, 2000, April 2000. Sorry, Jimmy. Unless he had an early copy. Half
He has a
point.
review copy.
All right, my left click finger. 1-star review from Justin M. My left, it has it. I'm not gonna tell you the date. My left click finger started to hurt after about an hour from the mindless button mashing. Then I got killed in a battle area swarming with monsters and could not get through them to get my inventory back. Then I uninstalled the game. I gave it a 1 because it is good for strengthening your left click finger. Dude, I'm so glad like I'm not the one guessing. I'd be such an idiot.
Dude,
I
I
reread
hate
that.
this shit.
Yeah. My left click finger started to hurt after about an hour from the mindless button mashing. Then I got killed in a battle area swarming with monsters and could not get through them to get my inventory back. Then I uninstalled the game. I gave it a 1 because it is good for strengthening your left click finger.
There's 2 games I think here. They're both made by the same game maker.
I can tell you when he gave that review.
No.
No, we're fine.
'Cause, yeah.
To get his inventory back? So when you die, you drop your inventory?
All right, let's just do it. Come on, I want this over with.
Dude,
Ah,
I don't know, Justin M.
Can't stand this shit. Let's go.
you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dark Souls, no. Jay didn't give World of Warcraft. Dark Souls.
Keep saying yes, and then he just heard you call out all that shit.
I was gonna say Dark Souls.
Okay. No, the game was actually Diablo 2.
That was the other one I had. Same game maker. I said it. 2 games, same game maker.
Fucking
had
yeah.
You drop your inventory when you die in Diablo 2?
I didn't know if you dropped your inventory in WoW, but I figured it was like Mark was more likely to look up WoW than Diablo 2.
Oh, you're trying to metagame. All right, let's go. Last one.
Oh god. All right, last one. I'm sorry about this. 6 out of 10. Not bad.
Not terrible.
So blank alone is archaic with its grid-based map design and no strafe. It might be a historical landmark, but it's bland and dull to play, even back then. Too many bland mazes with little variety. That's a hard one. Sorry, guys.
All right, run it back.
Wait, read it again? I feel like...
So blank, so the game is alone. This game alone is archaic with its grid-based map design and no strafe. It might be a historical landmark, but it's bland and dull to play, even back then. Too many bland mazes with little variety. I had another one. So
No,
same.
it's fine. Let's go.
No.
But
Let's go.
I just
off
want to give
this
this same game 1-star review. It not first person. It bad blood gun, no good for children.
I got mine, and I wrote it after the first one only.
Yeah, I mean... I feel like this wasn't as hard as you thought. I probably
All
could've-
right, let's go.
Jay didn't say anything, but Doom. Dan,
Yeah,
I
I
can't
put
see
Doom.
yours.
You see it now?
No.
Okay, this is a tough one because it was Wolfenstein 3D. I'm sorry to do that to you guys.
You know what? You can
Uh,
actually see. No. If you look, see.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
crossed out
Wow.
Wolfenstein.
Half
Wow.
point? No.
I had Doom.
Yeah, I put
Because
Doom.
You motherfucker. I had
I'm
Wolfenstein, and then you said the second review, and it said too much blood, so I changed it to Doom. Mother.
Wow, he baited you with the second one.
I'm sorry,
Is
guys.
Wolfenstein 3D really like?
Is it
one
that
of the
big of a
pinnacle-
game? Is it renowned?
Yeah.
Dude,
It's like
Wolfenstein
the OG,
3 is a
man.
Classic, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Doom is like.
1 out of 10. Bad for kids.
All
Jay
right,
gets
get some
Quake.
trivia to end it.
All right, listen, I'm getting right into it, boys, and this is you got to give me an answer right away. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
How many controller ports did the Microsoft Xbox have?
4.
Is that it? He just guessed
Are
it.
we just doing? Is this Jeopardy style? First
Yeah,
one?
yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
guess it.
yeah.
All right, correct. How many bits did the Game Boy Advance have?
Oh,
16?
32?
32 is my guess.
32. Mark gets it.
Damn
it.
Okay.
Jason,
what,
2.
what was the last console released by Atari?
Jaguar.
Correct.
Wow.
What is that?
What was the first console created by Sega?
Saturn? Genesis?
Are you retarded?
I
You never
mean-
heard of the Genesis?
That's what I meant.
But
no,
Genesis.
what's
wrong.
Sega
What's
Master
Gen?
System.
Is it Genesis?
Sega Matt? Sega.
All right, so
I said Saturn by accident.
the Master System is
Oh.
actually part of the SG. All right, so the Master System is basically the Sega Mark III, which is the third iteration of the SG 1000, which is the first. Sega.
Yeah,
So
okay,
you
yeah,
have
we
half
definitely
point.
know
All
that.
right.
All right, this one you each got to give me a number. The closest wins it. You can go over. Doesn't matter. How many copies has the Nokia N-Gage sold to date?
Oh,
Say 1.5 million.
I'm going to say 300,000.
750,000.
Jubes, it was 3 million.
No!
Oh, damn it. I was going to go higher.
Mhm.
3 million people got scammed?
What year did the Atari 2600 release?
77.
Correct.
Wow.
How you know
Dude,
that?
I'm like a real fucking gamer.
You got that so fast. Oh, yeah, you played it?
That's
Fucking
the
real
thing.
gamer, my
Okay, you could be
ass.
a historian and not have fought in fucking Civil War.
Oh, you had the Black Plague? Okay, pal.
Okay, so it was known as the Nintendo Entertainment System in America and Europe. What was it
Famicom.
known as?
Famicom, everyone knows that.
Mark?
Wait, that wasn't what it was called.
It was Famicom, Family Computer.
Hi, I was looking for Family Computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what it means.
Well, I was the first one to say Family Computer, so that's going to me too.
You piece of shit.
What was the first Sega console to play CD-ROMs?
Sega CD.
Se-
Attachment to the Sega Genesis.
Correct.
Wow.
Damn.
He gets it too quick. Like, I knew that one, but...
Have you guys watched the like a documentary on Netflix called High Score?
Oh, I want to
John
watch
did.
it.
Oh, there's also a
gamer one?
Console Wars. There's a Console War show coming to ABC. It's like a special. I saw
What
that.
was the first home gaming console to be able to play DVDs?
PlayStation 2.
Yeah, PS2, right?
PlayStation 2.
Jews beat me again.
What video game console played GD-ROMs?
Dreamcast?
3DO.
Correct.
Got 'em.
Or GD ROMs.
Better than CD-ROMs.
Oh, I love the Dreamcast, dude.
Run out of questions here.
Got console trivia. Mhm. Yeah, if we had to make like an intro, if we could just like,
Dude, come to John's. We'll make it. We got the studio. You can come sing it.
hey, everybody, won't you gather round? Control trivia's going down. We got Jordan giving the clues to us, and Dan's giving us bad takes. What's what? And Jordan's naming all the right answers, and Mark's slumping down in his chair, unafraid to. This is a bad intro.
It was a little long.
Yeah, well, how long were you going to
Like, you
intro
were
us
your
in?
third verse.
Was there a feature coming too? Like Jubes was about to hit the
Uh,
fourth
it's-
verse?
Yeah, I was about to do the screams. All right, no,
right,
that's
well-
it. My contract's up.
What was the name of the online service for the Dreamcast?
Online
Oh,
service.
DreamNet?
Dude, contract song. Get out
No,
of here.
yeah, your contract ends at 12. Not getting paid for that minute.
Was it really DreamNet or no?
No, it was SegaNet.
SegaNet.
All right,
All
that's
right.
pretty much all I have. But yeah, early on there was just too many systems. There was like literally
Yeah,
one
my
coming
God.
out.
Oh,
every
dude,
month.
it's
Dude,
back. It's fascinating.
Yeah, the console.
it's like it's just fascinating how markets work. Like there's always like they'll get cell phones. There's always gonna be like just like 2 or 3 that survive.
Leslie, no.
You know what I'm saying? Like cars. There used to be so many different types of cars,
I mean, there still is kind of, but not as many.
but just owned by 3
But
companies.
they're all subsidiaries. All right, so
All right, hold on. I got one more.
oh,
What
he's still
company-
going, dude.
What
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
company created the CDI console?
What company?
Was it
is-
Interlink, Interplay?
I'll give you a hint. It's a company from the Netherlands.
Magnavox?
Zenith?
3DO?
No idea.
Philips.
Philips is from
Ah.
the Netherlands? Discord. So if you guys play Among Us, our Discord, just exclamation point Discord brings up the chat prompt. You could join. And then we play with pretty much anyone who's around. I mean, we've been letting play with us as long as you're on the mic and you're not an asshole. So hit us up and we'll play some Among Us and we'll see you this week. Thanks for tuning in to Digital Campfire. And we will see you later. All right.
Later.